St. Joe Podcast. Hello to you and welcome. This is the Daily Show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures each and every day of the work week. Oh my gosh! All right, yeah, I need a haircut. I can see it. I'm like looking right at me, and it's like I don't like it. It doesn't look bad though. Kind of got the Anderson Cooper thing going on, and I know my wife loves that. Okay, so glad you are here. There is a little bit of confusion. I've said this before, but when you start the show on Twitch, no matter whether you're subscribed or not, you will get an ad right at the beginning. The point of the subscription is no ads during the show, from what I understand. So if there is any confusion, I think that's it. If not, I don't fucking know. I just don't. And so thank you. Welcome. So glad you guys are all here. A special bunch of people, to be sure. All right. Big bill drops. What does that even mean? Well, it's one of my two girls, always, at about, with all that is happening right now, as we do this show from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. Baldwin Ace Hardware, a beacon of DIY awesomeness in the Northland. You got education bills, you've got wedding bills. And my Jackie now, T-minus 17 days till the big wedding. So all these bills are due. Good news, bad news. She calls me and she says, Dad, we don't need a limousine. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Why? We're doing everything on site. Photographs, wedding photographs, everything is there. We don't actually even need a limousine. I go, all right, yes, awesome. And then she's like, so that was great. And recently I just paid the bill for the venue. That was probably the big kahuna, the venue with all of the food. And then it's all turnkey, you one price for all of that. But then there's things like, photographer and videographer. And I think the photographer is paid. And I know the venue's paid. And yesterday she calls me. I'm like laying in bed. Now, all I'm really concerned about at 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night is playing Candy Crush, maybe get some stories to talk about on this dumb show, and so on and so forth. FaceTime. Pick it up. Hello. Hey, Dad. Yeah, hey, honey, what do you want to show me the dog? You want to joke about something funny that happened? Maybe I don't know what. Yeah, I got the bill for the flowers. I'm like, okay. I'm like, don't fret about this. By the way, and then I said to her, well, actually, I talked to my tax guy, the Gins, Tag Accounting, who you'll be hearing more from very, very soon. I said to him the other day, I go, hey, I talk about the wedding and things like that on the podcast. I'm writing that off, right? He goes, oh, yeah. So a percentage of this is accounted for. So that's great. He goes, you talk about it on the podcast as part of your content, right? Which is what you do for a living, right? Yeah. Okay, great. How about college? How about school for my daughter? Oh, yeah, absolutely. How about any home improvement? Well, basically, how about everything? Vet bills. I write all that shit off. If I did not have life prying into my pocketbook, I would not have anything to talk about. I would sound like this.
Divided this building in half, and the other half is now a hotel.
And we just can't have that. Anyway, she goes, guess how much it's going to be? I go, flowers, $100. She goes, no. I go, well, what all has to be flowered? She's like, Well, the aisles, the centerpieces, bridesmaids, the entire bridal party, just a ton. I go $200. She says no. $2,800 for flowers. I go, okay, just send me the figure. Send me the figure. Send me the number, how I make the payment, and then that's it. Weddings are big business. Kenny says weddings are stupid. I don't know about that. It's a gigantic moment. I kind of like weddings. You know what my favorite type of wedding is, though? The hillbilly wedding. When you go there and, like if you, because at this wedding, they plate the food and they're bringing you the food. And that's, okay, great. And the food, I expect it to be awesome. But what I like is when it's like a buffet line, where you just got sternos keeping the food warm, and it's like a big vat of mascacholi or lasagna or fried chicken or macaroni and cheese. The stuff you get at, the fucking fish fry at the VFW. Stuff like that. That's my type of wedding. And the DJ doesn't give a shit about anything. He's playing like classic rock songs. Everybody at the wedding is young, but yet he's playing 38 Special and Lynyrd Skynyrd. And people are like, yeah, we don't know any of these songs. They say, shut up. That's my kind of wedding. So, all right. Believe me, though, I'm not the type to complain about this. Okay? I love this. This is what dads are designed to do. This is how it's supposed to be. If you've not been a total fuck up while raising your family, this is how it's supposed to go. Daughters call dads and say, Dad, this is what's up. And I'm like, fuck me. All right, whatever. Send it along. I don't give a shit. It's all relative. It all works out in the end. Just take care of me when I get old. Okay? Nick says the main dish, tater tot casserole. How about tater tot casserole? I have never had a variation of that I haven't liked. It is one of the purest, most perfect comfort foods that has ever existed. Tater tot casserole. I make mine with cream of mushroom soup. I think. It's been a while. Just fantastic. And then you get after you bake it, and then you put like an entire package of shredded cheddar on top of it and put it back in there for like another 10 minutes. It's just bubbly. Wingnut 3304, who I forget who that is, says, I have 4 girls. Oh, man, dude. Yeah, okay. This is what you do. You live for this. I'm going to live for the music. Yeah. Bad Company, Paul Rogers. All right. So that is what happened. Big Bill gets dropped on me last night. It's good, okay? Because once this is done, we are now 17 days away before these bills end on this deal. Okay? So the end is near. Silver lining on it. And Madison is in year 2 of college. So before too long, we're going to get the bill for the second semester of school. That means once I pay that, we are officially halfway done with the undergrad. Now, I expect her to do master's work in the field that she wants to go into. So, yeah, there's that. Jesus. You know, I got a family member that just became a physician. He's a dermatologist. I may have talked to you about this or talked with you about this. My oldest stepsister is Sue, stepsister/sister. She gets bummed out when I refer to her as a stepsister. And it's like, well, you know, I love you like a sister. I have lots of step members in my family, but, you know, sorry. You know I love you. I always say stepsister/sister because she's sisterly to me. You probably haven't heard of me talk about Sue too much. What was I just going to talk about? And her daughter is married to, and her name is Sam, is married to this dude named Jason. And Jason just became a practicing dermatologist. And that's a terrific branch of medicine to be in. And this guy, he, after undergrad, medical school, internship, residency, because when you're a resident, you're like a physician. It could be anywhere in the U.S. In this case, he had to move out to Madison, Wisconsin. As a resident physician, I think, you make a decent wage, but it's not like full-on doc wage, but he finally finishes up, and by the time everything is done, you're looking at like 34, 35, if you're lucky, before everything is in the rear view mirror. So essentially, by the time you get through high school, you're like, all right, I'm going to go to college. And then you're like 18 years old. Then you have, 15 more years of school, like double what you just finished. Oh, my God. And like the hardest schooling ever. Really, really intense. And I'll never forget the guy because we would go up north and he'd bring like a stack of books. And everybody would be like shooting guns and acting like an asshole around the fire. And he's there, this bookworm, his face buried in books, sweating it, white knuckle about an upcoming exam. Like, fuck you. It was incredible. And now the guy is he runs several dermatology facilities on the east side of the state. Like, he's the boss. And I think he makes like $700,000 a year. And, you're looking at upwards of like $1 million in student loans. And I'm like, well, okay, that's great. That's fucking fantastic. So you basically live like a pauper for a couple of years and get out of debt. But Jesus, it takes so much to be a freaking doctor. So I am not complaining when I think about what the hell some people have to pay for school. Aha! Kenny is a little loquacious today, which is common. He writes, weddings put so much emphasis on trying to put on a huge show for one day that costs more money than should ever be spent on two people getting married. Bah humbug! Harumph! Harumph! Aren't you glad Jim went to the courthouse and got married on the cheap? I am. No. I love, whether he did it that way or did it via, a big wedding. I think it's great. Whatever, that's up to I'm happy with what the couple getting married is happy with. That is my answer. Okay? Boy, you're going to be a real cock when your daughters get married. Oh, my God. They're going to be like, Dad, hey, I've found the love of my life, and we're really excited about our big day. Well, we can't do that. Oh, no way, man. Paper plates, motherfucker. We're going to get ourselves a can of Hawaiian punch, and maybe some church and fried chicken. We're going to call it a day, and I'll pay for that. That's the end of it. Fuck that shit. I ain't doing it. Hell no. Hell no. I didn't buy all these video games for nothing. Fuck that. No way. I ain't selling Dig Dug. No way. Shit, no way. Yeah. Shut up. Stupid hillbilly. I want to be would you please record the day that your sweet daughters say, Dad, I found the love of my life and we're getting married and we'd like to do a nice traditional wedding where there's flowers and a DJ and everybody gets a nice dinner and we have a limousine and a photographer and a videographer and a wedding. Oh no, hell no. I'll take pictures. I got me a Polaroid camera. I'll take care of everything. I'll have a video camera in one hand. I'll have a still camera in the other hand. And my friend Cletus, he's going to set up the Chef Boyardee, put it in the crock pot, and then we're going to have a damn good time. Kenny, again, too many words, writes, what if Jackie married Ernie and you spent this much money on that wedding and she got divorced and was remarrying now a second time? Would you be so eager to spend the money twice? I don't know. I don't play what if games with morons, so shut up. Field Not Found says to Kenny, Zane comes from the east side where you spend way too much money and invite random Joes from work and make it a spectacle. Over in West Michigan, we are more reasonable. Plus, we expect the people getting married to actually spend some of their own money, too. Yeah, Dick, they did, first of all. And, no, there's no random Joes invited, Dick Face. My God. Maureen says second weddings are not covered by parents. If that were to happen, and it wouldn't, if we play Kenny's stupid what-if game, Jackie would not probably even approach me about that scenario. But, yeah, let's play the what-if game. That's so much fun. Kenny says, I'm going to ask Jackie if I can get an invite. No. You're not coming. Stay away. Okay? Stay away. Listener, arm's length. Stay away. Remember, we've established barriers and walls. Don't send me your stupid prizes in the mail. Don't come to my fucking house. Stay away. Those low-end listeners bring cards full of cash, you stupid fucks. LOL, we made bank. Aram says, come on, you guys, make fun of how slow and out of shape he is. Not his daughter's wedding. What the fuck? All right, I guess it's beat the shit out of Eric Day. Fine. I can handle that, you assholes. Aram made fun of me, I think, and Kenny thinks that he's making fun of him. I don't think he's doing that. I think he's making fun of me. All right. Busy day today. Just found this out last night. Ben is going to see Bill Burr on Thursday, so we are doing the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast tonight at 7 p.m. Okay? In fact, today's another one of those busy-ass days where get podcast work done. All right? And then I got a meeting at 2 p.m., kind of like a business meeting. No, it is a business meeting. But before that, got to let Cece the dog out, which, God, there was an incredible video that I have that I don't have in front of me that I'm going to share on the Patreon. Jackie's dog, I'm letting the dog out because they're down a car right now. So no one can get home at lunchtime to let the dog out. Cece is a French bulldog, their dog. Now, Cece is reactionary to other dogs. It's bad. And I tested that theory yesterday when I was walking around her neighborhood, and we encountered a dog. And, okay, you must see this video, and I will share it with you on the Patreon today. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. So, all right, let their dog out. Business meeting. I got to be back here because at 3:15, I've got a scheduled interview, and I just jinxed it, with Michael Rappaport, who I love that guy. I love Michael Rappaport. He's got a podcast. He's got like 950 episodes. He releases episodes twice a week, but he's been doing his podcast forever. And he is in town doing comedy Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night in the area. And then Sunday, he goes over to Royal Oak, Michigan, right near Detroit, Metro Detroit, and at Mark Ridley. So I'm stoked about that because I love Rappaport. In fact, some of you may remember one of the funnier things he'd had a good time with was that fucking cat. There's some video that was going around. Some family somewhere in the world had this cat with gigantic eyes that it didn't blink, and it had a horrible underbite. It's one of the world's most gruesome-looking cats. And Rappaport did an overdub with his voice. And holy shit, was it funny. Audio check, video check. Do you remember this?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? A fucking cat? Hey, don't fucking look at me like that. That's a weird looking fucking cat. Ma! Yo, there's a stray cat outside. I don't want it starting a fight with Lucy. Lucy, it's okay. It's okay, Lucy. Don't worry about it. Ma! Ma, there's a weird fucking stray cat outside. It looks like Grandma, the fucking thing. Hey, get the fuck out of here. I don't even know if that's a fucking cat. Blink, motherfucker. Hey, no.
Rappaport, that video that he originally went on Instagram when he posted that for the first time. And what's funny about it is Instagram ended up banning the guy. Not banning him, but taking that video down because they said that video was demeaning. So he demeaned a cat. Rappaport has become a love or hate. I see Florida Man 0814 says this guy is the fucking worst. Unless he's talking about me, I don't think Florida Man is, because I've seen Florida Man here before. But I've seen that and heard that a lot about Rappaport. But I disagree. Rappaport is the fucking shit. He doesn't give a fuck. And that's probably why I like him the most. He just says, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. And what's funny is Rappaport in Florida Ben says, no, I hate Rappaport. Why do you hate Rappaport? Is it because he bashes on conservatives? Are you a conservative? That's my first question. He beats the shit out of the right all the time, which I do too, for that matter. So I wonder why you would hate Rappaport. I like that style of, I just like his style. On his podcast, the right have sunk their claws into him because of his politics. He's always bashing Trump and shit like that, which I do too. I mean, who gives a shit? But his rating, he has a 1.8 rating on Apple Podcasts, which is historically low. I mean, I feel bad that mine's at like 4.5. But nobody reviews my show. When you're a loser show like me, nobody reviews your show. I've got like 350 reviews. And a lot of them are now former Zaniacs. We're like, let's get him. Let's tell him he's a fucking asshole. Nah, dude, Rappaport's a shit. Not only is he a great comic, he's an actor, and he's a filmmaker. He made a terrific 30 for 30 about the New York Knicks, and he also did a documentary about the group Tribe Called Quest, which I guess a lot of people just love. He knows what the fuck he's doing. I like Rappaport. He does a lot of shit. Plus, he's funny on social media. Ben Weller says Rappaport is funny and is an underrated actor. Did you ever see one of my favorite movies is Copland, and he's in it very young. He's only like 27 at the time. A great movie. Great fucking movie. I haven't seen much of what he is in outside of that, but whatever. The fuck was I going to say? Oh, and he's just like a couple months older than me. He was born at about the same time. I was born in July of 1970. Michael was born in March. Kenny says he was great with that video he posted early on with all the COVID stuff. I don't remember that. He was in season 4 of Prison Break. Yeah, I did see that. So that is cool. Florida Man 814 says he's an annoying tool, not a conservative. He's annoying, a terrible actor, and just obnoxious. I like him. Okay, so that will be great. He wants to do some publicity because he's appearing in Holland, Michigan on tomorrow. And then Friday and Saturday in Grand Rapids. If you go to fullhousecomedy.com, you can get tickets for those shows. He's also in Royal Oak, so if you go to Michael's website, let me see what that is. It's probably the Mark Ridley's. Michael. Oh, great. You ever start typing and then you get through the whole name and then the cursor gets hung up for some reason? That's me. Yeah, you go to Michael Rappaport Comedy. In fact, you can get all the tickets there. MichaelRappaportComedy.com. Park Theater tomorrow. Grand Rapids Comedy Club, part of Creston Brewing on the 4th. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. God, he's putting in the time. Motherfucker. Shit. He's got a 7 o'clock show and then a 9:30 show. And then he's got to drive over to Detroit at Mark Ridley's. Jesus. That's a lot of shows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows in 4 nights. Ugh. That's kind of a grind, man. All right. So that's consuming. That is the time today. So, and then tonight, 7 p.m., Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. If you are on Patreon, you can be part of the live audience. If you are a Patreon member and you haven't yet received an email from me that says, hey, join us on the Patreon, send me an email. I want to see your face, okay? We kind of just do the old-fashioned Zoom deal. And then do the show with live audience. I go to the audience quite a bit and ask questions, and we play games. It's fucking great. It's really, really taken off. I love doing the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. And we're doing it tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. And as always, you can watch the replay on Patreon, or you can just watch it live on Patreon and not be a part of the audience. There's all sorts of possibilities there. Patreon has a lot to offer. 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Okay. As we continue, dear Meathead, I do have a lot of questions left over from yesterday, so I'll have my dad in here in about 29 minutes. To do that. So I'm not hard up for questions today. If you do want to send them, by all means, I may get to it or I may save it for next week. Dear Meathead, brought to you by, of course, Baldwin Ace Hardware. All right. So for you audience members that are getting the opening half hour or so of the show on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, we must now part ways because I want you since I have to cut it off here, this is my way of trying to get you to sign up and follow me on Twitch. It's free, and it's the only way to get the show uninterrupted live, all right, with video and audio. All right, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. I don't get it. What is that? Just listen to what I'm telling you. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube is just to get you like, oh, he's doing something. Oh, he's cutting it off. Now I want you to go to twitch.tv. Just type it in. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. And then hit the follow button. It's the same thing as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, but that's where I do the full show. That's the main platform. So give yourself a little username that's cute and fun, and you can interact with Kenny, who doesn't like big weddings and shit like that, and call me an asshole and make fun of Michael Rappaport, whatever. Twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Okay? So I'm going to send you off on your day. Go sign up for Twitch. Goodbye.